Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's that guy Mitch here, and this feels so weird because I definitely haven't done this in a long time. I'm definitely missing my handheld tripod. You know, the one with all the arms that you can basically grab onto anything. So right now I'm kind of just holding it out with my arm, so this does feel a little odd. But welcome, guys, and today we have a cool video. Today we are going to be showing off my new vehicle. Well, not really new, but it's used, but it's new to me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out our new car. Alright guys, so this right here, this is my 2012 Mini Cooper S Coupe. So you guys can see, looks pretty sweet. So this Mini Cooper is something that you don't really see too often. Right here, let's give a quick little look around. You know, you really don't see this car. This is kind of what the front looks like. But yeah, that's kind of the car right there that we picked up. And like I was saying, most of the time when you see a Mini Cooper, it is the normal hatch. I guess they're considered hatchbacks, but the normal style of Mini Cooper that you find on the streets. This one I rarely see on the streets, and that's why I kind of liked it. It was only a two-door, two-seater, turbocharged, small little engine, something that I could have fun with, and something that, you know, wouldn't be too difficult to modify, considering that I've had Volkswagens in the past, and those cars, you know, aren't that difficult to modify. Sometimes they are expensive, but I think for the most part, they're not too bad. So, as you can probably see, we have a box right here, and of course, I couldn't wait to start modifying this car, so I went ahead and got some headlights for it, because those right there, those are definitely some halogen light bulbs that aren't the greatest and don't make the Mini look cool. So, I just want to show you guys, look at this packaging. Really, really nice foam. Nice little indentations for these headlights, and just take a look at these. So check out these halo style lights. Really, really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and install these in the car. Hopefully it's not too difficult. It doesn't seem to be, according to the instructions. Well, the very bad instructions. It just uses 10mm bolts and a couple of splicing of wires, and that's really all. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I've been at this for about an hour now, and this is kind of where we're at right now. So you can see right here we have installed the first one. Now I'm kind of still tinkering with this setup. So what I've done for this headlight is basically the halo ring, the halo ring that goes right around there, that has been attached to the fog light. Now it was my mistake. I meant to actually attach it to the daytime running lights. So if we go down here, you'll see that on this Mini Cooper there's actually the fog light, and this right up here, this is actually the daytime running light. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that installation on the right side, the driver's side headlight, so that the halo ring is always on, whether the headlight is actually on or off during the day. So basically the easiest way to take these headlights out is simple. There are 10mm bolts that hold it in. So there's going to be one right here. There's going to be another one right there where my finger is. There's going to be one more that attaches it right there. My finger. Kind of hard to see that little hole right there. And the other one is actually right here. Let me see if I can brighten this up a little bit so you guys can see right there. Now I had a struggle getting this one out. Sorry, somebody's cutting grass in the background. So what ended up happening was the actual bolt and nut kept spinning. Wouldn't actually back out, it just kept spinning in there. So what I had to do, unfortunately, was right here. Again, let me turn up the brightness. This little piece right here, I actually broke the corner off where you can't actually see back here, and I just slid kind of the whole housing out of this little crack in order to do the most minimal damage I could to this part of the headlight. Everything else seems good. So what we're gonna do is down here we actually have the daytime running light right here, and the quick disconnect is in there. So in order to access that, all the way down there is we're going to go ahead and turn the wheel and access it from underneath the wheel well. So I'm not really going to show you guys how I do it, just because it is very difficult. Yeah, it's very hard to get the camera at the right angle, especially because I'm not really familiar with this car. It's fairly new to me. I'm still kind of tinkering it, so I don't want to really give a tutorial on how to do this, but I will give kind of an overview of what I did and show you guys up close exactly what I did. So stay tuned, and we're almost done. Alright guys, so installation was, I would say, about a 5 out of 10, just very time consuming, and just kind of trying to figure out where you're going to plug everything in. So as of right now, when I'm looking at everything, I think everything is done. Everything is connected properly. I just need to put some plugs back into the car due to the way I installed these. But if we just take a look, okay, headlight there, it's all good. Now, for this installation, I would say if you've never really done electrical work and you're not really sure how to, I would say probably seek somebody out to help you. You don't necessarily need to take it to a professional shop, but go ahead and find somebody to help you. So what I really did here was we went ahead and turned the wheel all the way as far as it would go. And let's go ahead. There we go. That's as clear as we can get it. So basically in here, there's going to be a rubber piece like this. All right. And this kind of just protects the inside of the car from getting too wet. But in here is going to be the fog light. So what I actually ended up doing was wiring both sides of these headlights, the halo ring to the fog lights. Now the reason I did that was I could not honestly, for the life of me, get it to work with the daytime running light so that the halo light is always on. So I ended up just connecting it to the fog lights, and now whenever I flip on the fog lights, the halo rings turn on. I don't mind it that way. Maybe in the future I will take the bumper off and have a little bit more work to a little bit more room to work with. But if you open up this right here, you can kind of see right in there. Let me go ahead and zoom this in. Okay, you can see right in there I have actually spliced the wires using these little quick splicers. Very easy to do, but that just seemed to be the easiest way, and I went ahead and ran those to the fog lights. Okay, and I did the exact same thing on the other side. The driver's side's a little bit more cramped, so it was a little bit more difficult. So all I'm going to do now is just go ahead, plug both sides of these holes back up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when the car is on. Alright guys, so this is kind of what it looks like. Now I know that it's going to be very hard to tell, but there is some flicker going on, and that's just because they're LED lights. If you look right in the center, you can see that they're on. Same thing on this side. You can see that they are on. So later today we will go ahead and once it gets darker, kind of align them, make some adjustments. Now I do got to say, taking off the light bulbs, or taking off the original headlights, was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. There were that bolt that I said that was just not coming off, and I still have to replace it. Now whether I get it off the original headlight or I have to go back to the mini dealership to pick up one of the new screws or bolts, you know, we'll figure out what we're going to do. But I'll show you guys right now real quick what that actually looks like now that the housing is out, and that way if you guys run into this problem, you guys already know how to take that headlight out. Alright, so we're kind of now in the shed, but as you can see, this right here, this is the stubborn nut that would not come out, or the stubborn screw that would not come out. Now, trust me, I tried just about everything to get that sucker off. I put some penetrating oil, you know, I basically went ahead and loosened it up with an impact, with pliers. See the Trust me, I've tried holding that piece that's spinning. I've tried forcing it out. I've tried pulling on it. Nothing really gets it to move. So, you know, I'll go ahead and work on that a little bit more. If I can get it out, great. If not, like I said, luckily it's just an easy place that's not too expensive to replace at the dealership. So I'll probably end up doing that instead of the headache of trying to figure out what's going on with that. As far as those headlights go, I will probably end up selling them, you know, on Craigslist or Let Go or something like that, or OfferUp, I guess is the new one. Just because I really have no use for them, you know. Now that I've upgraded the lights, these are just going to sit here, collect some dust, so maybe there's somebody out there who actually will need them. So yeah, I know this video was short. Don't worry, we have more mini videos coming up. There aren't that many mini coupes out there that have YouTube channels, so I'll go ahead and start the story for this one. And as you can see, one of the first upgrades I've done is to the headlights, which is something that's done across a lot of Mini Coopers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I know it wasn't anything special or a real tutorial, but just definitely, like I said, this is a new car to me. This isn't something that I'm too familiar with, but I'm gonna start learning about it, kind of getting the ins and outs of it, and hopefully for the next video, maybe if I do another upgrade that's gonna be similar to that, I can do a video on it. If not, I will go ahead and just end the video right here, and I will do a full tour of my car inside and out and kind of show you what it looks like for those of you guys who don't know. So stay tuned, please subscribe. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.